Hello, it's John, your pronunciation and accents coach, and right here you can get a better British accent. Let's go to the West London accent, or what I like to call the posh end. Most of the famous people from West London are mostly considered quite posh. So all of the following are or were quite well spoken. We have Jimmy Carr, the comedian, Hugh Grant, the actor, Freddie Mercury, the singer of Queen, David Attenborough, the explorer, shall we call him, and Tom Holland, the actor, and, of course, Benedict Cumberbatch, the other actor. I did have trouble finding footballers, though. Now, all of the above that I have just mentioned, they have variations of the accent known as received pronunciation, or RP. And actually the West London accent is quite difficult to define, due to the fact that the closer you get to the accent of RP, the less localized your accent becomes. If you want to find out more about how to speak contemporary RP, then click on the link in the description for my full tutorial on that. You can speak posh, receive pronunciation, and add a little bit of how to say street or London twang to it, and this is very common. This is where it gets interesting. I've got a link to a video featuring none other than Tom Holland and Benedict Cumberbatch talking about the film The Power of the Dog. So we can perfectly compare two West London born actors and the way they speak. Now, to give an overview of both actors' accents, then the first comment is Tom speaks in a slightly more youthful or street way, and Benedict really sticks to his version of contemporary RP. So start watching the video, and the first feature you notice is Tom Holland saying, "I am Tom Holland." Yes, he drops the H or H sound on his own name. The H can be heard very slightly, but he certainly doesn't say Holland. Tom also says the new film pronouncing new as new, which is something I would never do. Is it an Americanism? Maybe. Finally, you can hear him use the word mate twice, which is a bit more street if you like. Now, the first feature you'll notice with Benedict is that he drops fewer sounds, although he does still use the glottal stop. Remember the drop T and replacing it with another sound, like glottal stop? But he does it very naturally and still manages to control his sounds well otherwise. Hear him say, "chatting to me" at 24 seconds, where he actually says, "chatting to me," using the glottal stop on chatting. He actually says chatting, and then he says "can't wait," using glottal stops on both T's there. So I hope you hear the difference between the East London and West London accents, and we can clearly see, especially in Ray Winstone's accent, that the East End accent, a true one, is pretty hardcore. It's a very loose accent, where the West London accent is posher and tighter. Where more care is taken is in the sounds you produce, although we can see different techniques to be more street-like, shall we call it. But ultimately, all of the accents above do come under the general branch of the London accent. So maybe we can also say that one London accent doesn't actually exist. You have to dig deeper to find the real roots from either the north, south, east or west. Now, if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos on accents, then please do, and the next video I'll make is the South London versus North London accent. So keep watching and listening, and all I have to do now is to say see you later, and over and out.